Hi guys, Rory here from Your Golf Travel. I'm in northern France. I'm at Turnberry in Scotland, and we're at Ballyliffin Golf Club.
Where are we going to see each other next?
Let's meet by the 18th green at Augusta.
Oh, stop it.
Ryder Cup starts tomorrow, so shall we go to France? We're in Ireland, back at Lockern. I'm at Le Manoir Hotel, day 2 at Turnberry. We are at Portmarnock Hotel and Golf Links. Wow.
Just touched down in Antalya Airport in Turkey. Look who I found. Mr. Ian Woosnam. How's it going, Rory?
I'm now in the Your Golf Travel staff house. Just arrived at hospitality. I am at La Manga. We're at one of my favourite ever golf courses. This is Druids Glen.
Hi guys.
Yep. That's still the straightest club in my bag at the moment. We've got another party tonight. Well-researched professionals here. We're at Cornelia Faldo, about to head out onto the West Course. Final day at the Masters 2018. Day 2 at La Manga.
I've been here at Casa de Campo for a couple of days.
Arrived at Saunton Golf. Oh, hello, Mark. Bit of a night out in Dublin last night. I'm here at the Berkshire Golf Club, here at Hardelot Les Dunes course. We're at the K Club, I'm here at Punta Cana Golf Resort. Wow.
I'm Willie Westwood.
Right, it's 10:10. What time do you usually play golf until in the UK?
I don't really play in the UK.
Hi guys, Rory here from Your Golf Travel. It's Christmas Eve, so that means 2018 is almost done. And I'm a little bit sad because, for me, 2018 has been absolutely wicked. Yeah. That was a shank. I haven't hit a ball in a few weeks. I don't think I've actually hit a ball since I got back from Florida, which was almost a month ago. So with 2018 winding down, I thought I'd pop out onto the golf course on today, Christmas Eve, just get a few last shots in before 2019 ticks over. And as you can see, we're talking very much winter golf here in the UK. So I thought, just for a bit of escapism, let's sum up my year on the golf course in 2018. Best course I've played, best trips I've been on, funniest moments, all that good stuff. So yeah, let's just take a little rewind and have a look back on this year. So guys, let's start off with favourite golf course. I think that's going to be quite an easy one to talk about. I haven't counted, but I must have played upwards of 30, 40 different golf courses in 2018. So you would think that this is a difficult decision to make because lots of them have been absolutely amazing as well. But for me, it's a very, very easy decision. I've been wanting to show this course to the guys for 2 or 3 years. I think I played it with my dad on a tour of Southwest Ireland back in 2014, I want to say. And I've been desperate to show this course off to the guys, as I said, and that course is Tralee. Obviously we played this course on our second Tourism Ireland vlog tour, so thank you very much to Tourism Ireland for having us twice in 2018. We head down to the southwest coast where we played Ballybunion, Killarney, and we started off actually down in Cork. But Tralee was the absolute standout course for me on that tour and even just in 2018. It is definitely one of my top 3 courses of all time. Just unbelievably good, and I don't think it has the reputation it deserves. I think people who've played it absolutely love it, but it's surrounded by a lot of other absolutely amazing golf courses as well, so maybe it gets overshadowed unfairly. You got like Lahinch, Ballybunion, 2 very, very famous Irish golf courses within about an hour's drive of Tralee. So yeah, as I said, Tralee, #1 golf course I played this year, and I think if you asked Mark Crossfield, Coach Lockey and Dan as well, they'd probably all say exactly the same thing.
18 holes, Tralee. Wow, wow, and wow. I guess look at the setting Matt is in here. Look at it. I'm gonna just leave this panned out for you all. Look at that. What a golf hole, Tralee. Spectacular. Going on my spectacular high list. This.
Yeah.
Told you, boys.
Look how pure that sand is. I reckon that's the only guy who's walked on that sand today. See, it's not Reginald Perrin, is it?
You look lovely there, Dan.
And look at it. It's so impressive. Oh, that's the shot. That is the shot.
That's so good.
Where is it? Where's that?
Has it gone in yet?
There he is. I just,
How far away is that?
I don't even need to play for
Great.
I reckon that I've
let's
played
have a
the
little
best
look at
par
that
threes
smile.
in anyone in the world.
Look at that smile.
Don't you?
I would agree. You've like played that one in Iceland, just
Yeah.
repeating it.
Yeah.
Like you're just going, we won't repeat. We won't repeat.
Par 3 has been a joke today.
Look at this hole. It's so tough. You need to stroke that up there like you do that. I do this.
That's a good shot.
Really good shot as well. Kick right. Carry
That's
that
bunker,
bunker and get out of there.
Oh,
There it
yeah,
comes.
it's over it. Yeah,
Here it
good shot.
comes. Here it
Great shot.
comes.
Well done.
Towering
Rory.
2-iron.
Yeah, it was. It was good.
Rory.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. You don't get this close to the sea on many golf courses like the way you're green and
No.
straight there. Absolutely stunning.
Temporary green. Another issue with being in the UK during winter. So Tralee actually leads me on quite nicely to my favourite tour of 2018. Obviously I've been lucky enough to have gone to a lot of amazing places, kicked the year off at the Masters as we usually do. That was, as always, special. Did the Ryder Cup as well for the first time. That kind of blew my mind. I wasn't expecting that much from it because I have always been of the opinion that the Ryder Cup is very much a made-for-TV event. But I was totally proved wrong. Went into the golf on the Sunday at Le Golf National and it just blew my mind. The atmosphere was so much fun to be a part of. Obviously great for me being a European golf fan that Europe got the job done and had a convincing win over the USA. We went to Turkey at the start of the year as well and I was really impressed with Turkey. I obviously knew what it was all about. It's all about all-inclusive. But I didn't really have any perception of the standard of the golf courses or hotels or anything like that. And that kind of blew me away as well. The general standard in Turkey across the board in terms of golf courses is seriously impressive. We played 6 courses on that tour and the weakest one out of the 6 was still 7, 8 out of 10. So anyone looking for sun, all-inclusive, loveliness, fantastic hotels and just unbelievable golf all across the board, Turkey's definitely an option that you need to be looking at in 2019. But my favourite tour, again, Ireland. The first tour we did to Ireland was the Dublin area. We played at Druids Glen, which is one of my all-time favourite courses. It's one of Mark Crossfield's favourite courses as well. We played at the K Club, obviously former Ryder Cup hosts, brilliant fun. Where else did we play? Then we drove up to Northern Ireland for a brief stint and we played Loch Earn, which was absolutely stunning. You'll have seen that. I've done a couple of videos at that resort this year. And then ended the tour at Portmarnock Hotel and Golf Links, which for me was one of my favourite venues that I visited in 2018. It's absolutely brilliant, 25 minutes from Dublin, ticks all the boxes. It's just really good and very affordable. And I made a statement on that holiday on one of Mark Crossfield's videos. I'll post the links to all the videos I'm talking about in the description to this one, so if you need to refresh your memory or anything like that, just pop down there. But I basically said that if Ireland had better guaranteed weather, obviously it's very much like the UK, the weather can be great, but it's not always. I would say that Ireland is the best pound-for-pound golf destination in the world. For a country that small, relatively speaking, to have that many great golf courses, it's almost greedy, bordering on greedy, but it offers so much more as well. It's famous for having great hospitality. Irish people in general are absolutely lovely. You can have a great night out anywhere you go pretty much, and there's lots of stuff to see away from the course too. So yeah, Ireland in general, but specifically our Dublin tour, #1 for me in 2018. Oh, it has just started raining though, and it is getting a little bit dark. It's only like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I might do the rest of this video indoors. Oh, that's a little bit better, a bit fresh out there for golf. So now that I've done favourite golf course and my favourite tour of the year, as a Tralee and the Dublin tour, I'm going to move on to some questions from you guys, having been posted on Twitter and Instagram. So Dan Gore says, what do I enjoy most about the trips, and what would make them better for me? Well, very simply, playing golf on all these amazing golf courses in destinations around the world that I probably wouldn't get a chance to do if I wasn't in my current job is obviously absolutely awesome, and it's probably the best part of the trip. But something that gives me great satisfaction as well is being able to produce content which you guys enjoy, and also to learn about places around the world, so that I can give the best recommendations and the best advice possible to not only people I know via word of mouth at my golf club, for example, but also you guys when you email me or tweet me. I love getting messages from people who've gone away and played a course or stayed in a hotel that I've recommended, and they've come back and raved about it. Makes it very satisfying. So that element as well I also enjoy. Ben Swanton asks, which destination from this year's Muppet tours is best for a boys golf trip? I'd say any of them are good for a boys golf trip, but and I'm thinking you're leaning towards golf and obviously a bit of beer in the evening, let's say, and if you're happy being kind of restricted to the resort or the hotel that you're staying in, very, very difficult to beat Turkey. The standard of golf, as I said earlier in the video, over there, the courses are just unbelievably good all across the board. The weather was great. The all-inclusive aspect is brilliant. I mean, I didn't put my hand in my pocket the entire time we were there. You literally don't need any spending money. So you can go a bit wild if you want to on the food and drink. That was fantastic. If you want a bit of nightlife where you're heading away from the resort, maybe I'd suggest La Manga. There's lots of bars on the resort, but you can also get a cab into the La Manga strip in about 15 or 20 minutes if you want a proper bit of nightlife. And then obviously, again, Dublin. I mean, staying at a venue like Portmarnock Hotel and Golf Links, your 25-minute taxi ride from the heart of the city, and that's one of the best night outs you can have. So yeah, any of those three, but again, that's a difficult question because I kind of would recommend anywhere we've been, really. Pinehurst15 at Apple on the Desk asks, how long does it take to organise a trip? And when on the trip, how many hours are spent filming? It totally depends. It can vary quite a lot. I mean, that Dublin tour that I keep referring back to, we had that organised within 2 or 3 days from the outset of the trip being signed off. Tourism Ireland are great, and the venues that we played at, for example, Druids Glen, they all got on board very quickly. So that really took a couple of days, but then other tours where there's a lot of organisation to be done, a lot of moving parts, sometimes it can take weeks and months to actually get everything in place, everything signed off by all the various people involved. So anything from a couple of days to months, really. And how many hours are spent filming? We kind of film all day long pretty much. We start very early in the most part, having breakfast at the hotel usually at about 7 o'clock. Obviously I never make breakfast, but and then really if we're playing 18 holes in a day, see that takes anything between 4 and 6 hours depending on how busy the course is. We can basically keep up and keep pace with the flow of the golfers on the course to make sure we don't get in anyone's way. But on the lucky occasions where we're, let's say, last out and there's no time pressure, we take a bit more time. And obviously it takes time getting all the B-roll and time lapses and all that kind of stuff. So 18 holes, 4 to 6 hours, but we also obviously film other stuff while we're on location. So it's not just the golf. So yeah, really it's kind of, you're looking at 12, 13, 14 hour days when we're out there. Not complaining, wouldn't swap it for the world, but we do spend an awful lot of time filming and editing. Right, jumping over to Instagram now. At YGT Rory, I've never played golf abroad and wonder, is it more cost effective to hire clubs or take your own? I would take my own all day, every day. I haven't actually even rented clubs before in the past, but it doesn't cost a huge amount to check in a golf bag on your flight. So as long as you get a decent travel case, I don't see why you would rent these days. Have you been practicing the wooden man more towards the end of the season? In the vlogs, your ball striking has been cracking for the most part. Cheers. Krasnodar Johnny, definitely pronouncing that wrong, so apologies straight off the bat. No is the simple answer. I haven't practiced the wooden man really. I've been very, very busy for the last few weeks and I haven't really played since I got back from Florida. Speaking of the wooden man, that was one of the highlights of my year as well. Obviously, being able to spend time with Mark and Coach and Dan as well. You pick up things along the way, but that was a specific effort to try and get me on the planet. And for the most part, there's still some very dodgy golf in there, but my driving went from here, there and everywhere, 120 yards, 130 yards offline in some cases, to being a pretty decent weapon for my level of golf. Towards the end of the year, I would obviously still hit the odd loose one, but in general, having a driver which is behaving itself has been a real highlight for me. So thank you very much, Mr. Crossfield. The wooden man is very, very grateful. And final question, because we're kind of running on a little bit here, is from Chris Betancourt. Will there be a Muppets Christmas special? You bet there will be. It's starting tomorrow on Christmas Day, I believe. It is the usual crew, Mark and Matt and me and Dan, and it's on a very, very special golf course. So definitely head over to Mark's channel and check that out. So there we go, guys. That's pretty much my year all wrapped up. As I said, Tralee, best golf course I played. Dublin Tour, my favourite holiday of the year. Been all around the world with the Muppets, Masters, Ryder Cup, Turkey, Spain, France, you name it. We played golf there pretty much. So I'm going to leave you with my personal highlight moment of the year. As lots of you will know who watch the videos, certain Mr. Crossfield gets a little bit frustrated sometimes when me or Matt or anyone really is out of position all day and ends up somehow the golfing gods allow us to beat him. Golf can be a funny game at times, and there was a particular round this year in Turkey where Mark and Matt paired against me and Dan, and me and Dan were pretty pants as individuals, but we just had a day where we dovetailed so much, and it was a bit of a joke that we ended up winning that game. And the fashion in which we went one up with one hole to play was very funny indeed. Let's take a look.
Tough up. The drive is like so narrow. It's nicely played, Ray. Really well played that. He's hold it. Putting that down. That's called no point turning up.
3 net 2.
3 net 2.
What have you gone and done there? Is that your golf travel ball there?
It is.
I just picked it out of the hole.
Ooh, lovely.
I think that's one up.
Oh, with one to play.
Look.
See you later, chaps.
Bye, boys.
Right guys, that's it from me from 2018. I hope you all have a brilliant Christmas, a very happy new year. Thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to your Golf Travel channel if you haven't already, and we'll be bringing you lots more content in 2019. But just before I go, I'm going to ask you some questions, similar ones to the ones I've kind of answered for myself already. What was your favourite course that you played in 2018? and what was your favourite holiday, or did you only go on one? Did you do 2 or 3? Just let us know which one was your favourite, and I'll see you in the new year.